Hey everybody, what's going on? Dave Kettner here. Today is March 24th, 2023. I wanted to do this update video. A lot of things to cover here, and I'm sure you guys have known I haven't put out as many videos here recently for a while now, and there's a reason behind that, and I'm going to go over that in another video. But I wanted to come out today with some updates, and because we are coming into now, it's the end of March, and very quickly, we're coming into our second busiest time of year for our mugs selling and for Mother's Day, Father's Day, for POD really in general, right? So second busiest time of year has always been, between April and June, because Mother's Day, Father's Day, we have graduations, we have so many different things that are happening during those months. It is the second busiest time of the year, okay? First being Christmas. Christmas is always the busiest, and we always see the best amount of sales. But we're coming into that second busy time of the year. Now, I want to address a few things. I've mentioned a few of these in the last video. We talked about several different issues. Things have been slow, right? We know that there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world right now. There is, I don't care what the news or anyone tells you, we have a recession. All right, we're in a recession. We've been in a recession. Sales are extremely slow. The economy is slow. All right, so know that you're not going to have as many sales with things that we're selling in a time there's a slow period in the economy, right? There's things that we sell are not needed in times. If people need to decide whether they're going to put food on a table or buy a mug, they're going to put food on the table, okay? It's just as simple as that. Now, when it comes down to holidays, though, they still are going to buy things, and our things actually have sold really well during the holiday time because it's a cheaper product and an easier gift to give to somebody than a more expensive gift. All right, so this past Christmas, so in Christmas season 2022, we actually did really well. Myself, a lot of my students I heard were doing really well, and it wasn't probably as much as we expected, but wasn't as bad as we expected either, because people were still buying. So things were still happening, that sales were being made. Now, after Christmas, when we hit January, things significantly slowed down. In fact, this January was the slowest January that I've ever seen doing business online. And I've been doing business online since 1998. So I've seen some things come and go over that time. But as far as e-commerce, it was super slow, and it has been slow. With that being said, I've noticed now things starting to pick up, all right? That's a good thing. We're coming into our second busiest time of year. Now, another reason why, maybe there are things that have been difficulties with maybe your business, right? We had the issues with Icon Ecom last fall, right? In my last video, I showed you how to actually go through and switch over to Printify and easily make some changes so you don't have to go through and repost things to Etsy. You can go through and make some changes in there, all right? I covered that in another video. Check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. It is on my channels. You can go through and see that video. But that, these are things that are just, in my opinion, excuses, because the fact is, this business works. It continues to work, and I can even make an excuse. I have had some issues, a family issue that I've been dealing with now for almost 2 years, which is kind of why I've been back behind the scenes, and my stores are still doing just fine. Now, like I said, they've been slower because of the economy, but it still brings in income. Praise God for that. Okay, so do realize that the business works. And just, there's times of the year that it's slower rather than others. So you can make excuses after excuses. And if you're going to make excuses, then this business won't work for you. But those of you guys that are listening to me and still listen to me, maybe after hearing these things I'm saying, you're the diehards. You're the ones that want to go out there and make a difference in your business. I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? Especially as we're coming into our second busiest time of year. I want you to take advantage of that, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. Now, I will be, from this time on now, making a lot more videos. Make sure that you are following me on your whatever channel you want to follow. Below here in the description, I'll put a whole different ways that you can follow me. Be sure to follow the ones that work best for you. Like, subscribe to my videos, and you'll get notified when I put these videos out. I am going to be putting out more training to help you get things rolling again. Whether it be that you just either stop building this business, you haven't done it yet at all, or you're just still trying to go through getting things going. Either way, wherever you're at, I'm going to show you how to get your store kickstart. I'll give you a little, a little peek in the window, if you will, in this video here in a little bit. I'm going to show you, we're going to go through some things here, some research in a minute, and I'll do more specific training on how to make that happen for you. But do know that's coming down the road here, and I want you to take advantage of it. I want you to go out there and actually do something with it, okay? Because if you don't do something, nothing's going to happen for you. But if you do take what I'm going to share with you and teach you, then you will be able to go out and do some great things. Now, if you've never gotten a course through me, or you don't even know what I'm talking about with this training, and you want to, you can look in the description. I'll show you where you can go and get access to a course that shows you from A to Z how to build this business. Okay, so with all that said, I'm going to switch over to my computer, and I want to show you some things. We're going to look at Etsy. I'm going to give you so like I said, I look in the window, a little peek to show you how you can get your store rolling, and show you some things of other people that are doing really well, and how we can model off of what they're already doing, their success, to have success come our way as well. All right, so let me switch over right now. All right, as you see, I'm just in Etsy right here, and this is a place where we can actually do some research, right? So one of the things I like to do is, I like to see what people are doing well. Now, we are right now, a couple weeks outside of, or not even, about 2 weeks outside of Easter, right? So Easter is a big thing, right? There's a lot of people that celebrate Easter, and if I just put Easter in there, we'll get an idea of what people are searching for, right? So we have Easter basket, and then they have Easter SVG is the third thing that comes up. Now notice, no one's searching right there for Easter mug, right? Probably because that just doesn't make sense. We don't really get Easter mugs, right? But you do get these other things, Easter baskets, Easter decor, that sort of thing. But what is this Easter SVG? All right, so I'm gonna click on that. And I've mentioned this a little bit before in the past, but I haven't really put much focus on it, and I'm going to start putting more focus onto this. SVG is an image file. All right, as you can see here, this is an image file here of an Easter bunny. You have a different multi-bunny pack here, or Easter pack, I should say. And so whether it be one images or multiple images, it is an image, and the SVG file is specific to what someone can use to print at their house, on a t-shirt, on a mug, onto something that can be printed at home. And there's a software called Cricut. There's other softwares that are out there as well, but I've noticed over the last few years that there's been a lot more people, there's been a lot of stores selling these softwares, and now there's more people that have the software. So people can actually print these at home themselves instead of going through a print provider. All right, so because of that, when people buy, or they're looking for, in this case, an Easter SVG, they can do this at home themselves, give it to their kids or whoever they want to give it to, and they can print it that day right away, because a digital image gets downloaded. You can buy it and get it right away, download it right away to your computer. All right, that's what an SVG file is. Also, as you see here, they put other things, like this one says PNG, DXF, EF, and I forget that one is right there, but PNG is usually the second most popular one. The PNG file is what we use most commonly for our print-on-demand products. But we offer these other ones too, because people do like to get them. So what I'm trying to show you here is it's popular. People are looking for it, all right? So we want to then provide these options for people to buy from our store. And notice it's cheap, all right? They're selling it here. This one image right there is $2.66. Now, what is that going to cost you? It doesn't cost you anything. It's a digital download, all right? The only thing we're going to pay on this, if we were selling this, the only thing that they get charged for is the 6.5% that Etsy charges in fees, all right? You're not buying the t-shirt. They're going to print it themselves or whatever they want to put that image on, and now they can use that image to use it themselves. Now, I'll go in a lot more detail of all the different copyrights and all that stuff, and making sure that we have all those bases covered. But I want to show you some of these things. Start looking for things. All right, start looking into these different things. How can you start offering these things as well? Now, being that it is such a cheap file, right, there is a lot more people are going to buy it. All right, so I'm going to do Easter. Let's do Easter bunny, just to be more specific, SVG. And see, as you put more things in there, you'll see Easter bunny. The very first thing that comes up before shirt, before letter, before decor is SVG, and the second is PNG. That should tell you something right there. Those of you guys who know how to do your research. All right, it tells you that's the most popular search for Easter bunny and whatever comes after it. So go through here and see what there is, see what people are doing. You have people selling things for $1, even lower. It doesn't matter. That's 79 cents right there is nothing, right? But it is full profit, just about 100% profit. All right, see what people are doing. Find stores that are doing really well. See, this store right there has almost 9,000 sales. This one has almost over 19,000 sales. All right, there's one company that I've seen here before that has hundreds of thousands of sales, and I don't see it right now, but if I do, I'll point it out to you. But for now, let's just go into this one that has over 19,000. All right, and just let's look at when they started this store. So they 19,000. Oh, I'm sorry, they have 19,000 over 19,000 shop reviews. All right, so how many sales have they done? Well, we want to go into their store. Right, so if I come back up here and we're looking there, it's Citra Graphics is their store. So I'm gonna click on that. Notice they have all 5-star reviews. Okay, I've never seen this store before. Over 239,000 sales. Okay, and if you go through here, I'm assuming that these are probably all digital images. Okay, notice how they're all $1. So let's just say that they sold everything in their store for $1, and everything that they sold for $1 in the past has been $1. $1 times 239,000 it's easy math. $239,000 in sales. Take off the 6.5%. That's all profit. All right, that's a lot of money just doing digital images. Okay. See where I'm going with this. Now, I'm not saying just go out there and create a store for digital images, but I will share with you that this is a great way to make profit. It's a great way to make easy sales, and it is a great way to get a store rolling, all right, because it's easy to make those sales. You're going to get reviews. You're going to get things happen. You're going to start getting things rolling in your store. Then you can sell your physical products. Even if they sold less than your digital images, you're going to make more profit on the physical products, right? So it's going to help them sell. Anyway, I'm going to get a lot more into detail and in depth about this as I do more training videos for you guys. In fact, I'm going to have a whole intro course before I even teach the printable profit model that I've been teaching for several years now. This is how I'm teaching students when I start. The very first time I'm starting with them, I'm teaching them to start with digital images. It's just so much of an easier sale to get sales in your store, get reviews, and get things moving. Kind of giving it that kick in the butt, if you will, to make things happen. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to go through here, to start playing around with this search, and this is just Easter, right? If we start going into the next holiday, which is going to be Mother's Day, start seeing what comes up for Mother's Day SVG. In fact, let me go back to that. If I just hit their Mother's Day again, first thing comes up is gift. Look, day, card, shirt, gift from daughter, SVG. So that's what, 7, 6, down, right? Very popular. In fact, the SVG file search for Mother's Day is more popular than mug, and then PNG is right after it. Interesting, right? So if people are searching for it, they're wanting to buy it, start providing it for them. And I'm going to show you here how to then put them into your store, how to make it so it's a digital download sale, it's not connected to any print provider, and it actually is done correctly with Etsy. I'm going to show you all that stuff. But for now, I want you to start going through here, doing some research, and to start doing having some ahas. Maybe even start having some of these files either designed for you for Mother's Day, Father's Day, even Easter if you want to start in that, because all these things will usually they'll be purchased even on that day before, day of, because they are immediately delivered and then people just print them out right away. So know that, take out the whole almost 2 weeks waiting for a POD supplier to deliver it, right? You can get them fulfilled right away and there'll be sales right up even on that holiday. Okay, so something to keep in mind. Anyway, I'm gonna have a lot more information on that. Hopefully that whets your appetite, gets you excited, and take all this recession and slowness throw it out the window. Let's get things rolling again for your store. All right, so with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna be a lot more interactive. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos, a lot more training, a lot more things gonna be happening. So please make sure, like this video, subscribe to wherever you're watching this. There's many different places I'm pushing this out. Like the video, subscribe, make sure you guys are getting notified for when important videos out, and I look forward then to giving you these trainings, getting you in the right place, and mainly, more importantly than anything, is getting you flowing into profits so you can then offset what's going on in the world right now, offset with the inflation and how things are crazy, right? Let's get profits more coming into your household and start making more money in your business. All right, so thank you for you guys watching the video. I look forward to having more come out, more training and everything, and I'll catch you in the next one. So until then, take care.